Hello, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Welcome to Football Uncensored. We're going to have a transfer show here. Not really much of a little bit of opinion, but for the most part, we're going to be giving you the news that's going on out there, of course, from the big media outlets. Actually, been pretty quiet as of yet when it comes to transfers, really. But there are a few pieces of news. So I guess it's been quiet from multiple sources, but there's always been a few that are been very much active. So of course, we'll get to those quickly in a hurry. And let's start with Juventus have offered. We said it in NUC Talk TV. The Juventus have offered Manchester United the chance to sign Federico Chiesa. So if you are a Newcastle United fan, you might not like the situation. He might want to go to Man U, but we just don't know. And the fact, just the mere fact that he has been offered might give you the assumption that he is what is going on. Why can't he find a club, or why a club can't simply be interested in Chiesa, or actually go and approach Juventus? Why does Juventus have to go and approach Manchester United? By the way, this is according to Fabiana de la Valle, who is a journalist in Italy. So there you go. Stay tuned for that one. But that is according to them what is happening over there. So next but not least, Lyon will sign 16-year-old Alejandro Gomez Rodriguez on a free transfer as he has left Southampton. By the way, these pieces of news are related to obviously European football, but mainly in the Premier League. So just giving you a few nuggets out there to keep you informed. It won't be a long show by any means. So there you go. And I'm actually trying to share my screen here. Let me see if I can do just that and do it easier. There you go. I think it's easier this way. So yeah, this is all according to Fabrizio Romano in Transfer News Live. So this is the young lad that's going to be going. He's been playing for England, the lower leagues. Now, this is a big one if you are a fan of Manchester United, if you're into, obviously, if you like Kobe Mainu, because it looks like Manchester United sporting director, the new one, Dan Ashworth, the one that just left Newcastle United, has made a new contract extension with Kobe Mainu, a priority for the team. Obviously, he's been playing all right in the Euros. He's been good the last two matches. Um, but obviously they have this kid in high regard, so they're going to try to do everything possible for him to stay on as a Red Devil. Ashworth is hoping to accelerate discussions once the midfielder returns from the Euros. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way, my beloved wife, Mighty Mag, Ronald Turnbull, Matt Fletcher, Mad Mag, and everyone. I appreciate all your support. Hit the like button, of course. Don't forget to do that. So yeah, according to Graham Bailey, journalist for for English football, is saying that Dan Ashworth wants to extend Kobe Mainu's contract immediately. Going to another piece of news, according to Sky Sports, is saying that Wolves have rejected a bid from Marseille. How do you say that? Marseille, whatever. Have rejected a bid from them for Wang Hee Chan. So the South Korean forward is not for sale, according to the Wolves. And I mean, he has been a really good player. So that part right there has been. He was actually um, really really good against Newcastle United. I'm a Newcastle fan, so obviously I watched that game, and so yeah, I guess they don't want to sell Wolves. Let's move on to this one. Is Al Ittihad are closing in on Aston Villa winger Musa Diaby. They will do anything possible, anything and everything to sign the 25-year-old, according to Foot Mercato. So it looks like the Saudi Pro League is very much busy trying to take away Premier League players and actually making their league stronger. Well, Musa Diaby is a young guy, 25 years of age, and he's been playing all right for Aston Villa, especially in this Aston Villa team that did great, to say the least, last season, qualifying for Champions League. And obviously, they want to come take one of their players. So we'll see what happens with that piece of news right there. All right, so this is actually not even I don't know about all this. So I don't even know who Liverpool. Well, Fabrizio Romano is saying this. Um, I wasn't going to trust the guy that retweeted this, but according to this picture Fabrizio Romano is posted, and so I guess I can trust it. That Liverpool has confirmed that the young talent Rio Gumoa uh, uh, have signed this guy from Chelsea's academy. So I guess we'll have to monitor that. Well, I've been looking for Liverpool news, and obviously not much going on with Liverpool. Their fans are a bit concerned because there's no signings for the Reds, as well as Tottenham Hotspur. Not a lot moving on with Spurs, and we're going to talk about that with Stelios from Tottenham Away TV on Saturday at 10 p.m. UK here on Football Uncensored, because he's been really critical of his team not signing players. He's also been critical of Timo Werner being extended a loan at Spurs, and obviously with an option to buy him. And of course, he's been really critical of Daniel Levy and how Tottenham Hotspur has been run. So we're going to be talking to Stelios with of Tottenham Away on this channel on Saturday at 10 p.m. after NUFC Talk TV is live with the Geordie Show. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for more. Chelsea, Man U, and Chelsea, Man U have really been busy this transfer window. So, and obviously we're gonna share this one right here as well. Fabrizio Romano with an exclusive that Joshua Zirkzee is here we go to Manchester United. Man U will not trigger the clause, but pay slightly above 40 million euros with better payment terms in 3 years. It looks like Zirkzee signs until 2029 and with an option for a further season. This is the first signing of the Ineos new era, which seems kind of untrue, but it is nonetheless. It feels like they've been linked with so many players, Manchester United. And but yeah, this guy is going there to be a Red Devil. So shout out to everybody in the chat as well. I appreciate that. Hit the like button, folks. Again, please hit the like button. It helps us tremendously. And we're going to move on to the next one. And we talked about this one already, but also about Zirkzee. But Man U are expected to fully focus now on Matthijs de Ligt. So he's been a good player playing at Bayern Munich now. Negotiations are underway, according to Fabrizio Romano. It's a 5-year deal. They're trying to offer a 5-year deal for him, and it has been agreed according to him. But there are a few things that are left to do. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty done deal here. Here we go pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Another big piece of news that, of course, Diario AS, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, media outlet for football in Spain, has been talking about Rodri possibly being linked with Real Madrid. I also saw a report that said that Carvajal, right back for Spain, was sent off against Germany, and obviously he had to miss the game against France, but he will be available in the final against England. He has said he tells Rodri all the time, "Come to Real Madrid, come to Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world." And obviously Rodri saying, "Well, I'm under contract and all that," but according to this, it's posted by Fabrizio, of course, that Rodri has been public about his future, and he has said, "I'm very, very happy in England." He has said, "I'm one of the best clubs in the world. It's obvious, and I'm happy. I have a 3-year deal, and when the time comes, I will see." Rodri seems to be a guy made for greatness, and obviously, if he wins the Euro Cup, he's going to be the captain that lifts this trophy, important trophy. So he is considered one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, and definitely when he was off the pitch, he was very much missed in Manchester City's full squad. So um, you know, we'll have to see what happens with Rodri. But I mean, he is right. He is playing in the best club football wise in the world, it seems, even though Real Madrid just won the Champions League. So we'll have to see what he wants to do. It is Spain nonetheless, so I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to go back home. But he still has a contract, as he has just said. Another one, it comes from, again, Fabrizio saying that Albert Zambilokonga is set for medical today as new Sevilla player on loan from Arsenal. So he is being sent off by the Gunners, going to Spain. There's a 12 million euro buy option confirmed. Arsenal will also have a 25% sell on clause in case Sevilla will make the deal permanent. And it looks like the next signing for Sevilla, if you're concerned about Spanish football, is going to be Saul from Atletico Madrid. Old timer for Atletico Madrid might be going there. But yeah, this young guy, it looks to be going over there to Sevilla from the Gooners. We're going to see not a lot of action from the Gooners really as well as far as transfer is concerned. They've been linked with a lot of players, but we're going to keep an eye on that stuff as well. So moving on to the next one, we already talked about Zirkzee, so we're not going to go over that again. This is a big deal right here, and I want to get your opinion. Obviously, Beer Viking has been a really vocal, one of our fans here about this situation. But it is that the FA insists on Gareth Southgate to stay in the England managerial position, regardless of the outcome in the Euros final versus Spain. Internal talks already took place to confirm the deal. Total confidence in Southgate. Um, Southgate is a pretty divisive subject for English folks. Um, a lot of folks say he's lucky. Once again, he gets to a final. I think it'll be. I don't know about lucky. I think he's played his cards well. Maybe a little luck there. Certainly, he made the moves of. I was driving to an appointment, a long drive, watching the second half of the game, and watching and driving. Don't do that, by the way. But and I was criticizing him heavily when he took out Harry Kane. And to be honest, I'm gonna stray. I'm stubborn, so I'm gonna stray true to my conviction, and say that that wasn't a good move. Simply because it's Harry Kane, the best striker in the world, so you need to keep him on the pitch. I'm not saying that Ollie Watkins couldn't have come on the pitch. I would have still kept Harry and Ollie Watkins. Even though Ollie scored the winner, how can I say that that's a bad move? Well, I'm saying taking off Harry Kane off the pitch is another move that I agree with, and that is what I'm standing firm with that. Um, but obviously, he did make that decision. He put Ollie in, and he scored. So, can we say that's luck? Well, he's a manager. He needs to make the moves, and he did make that one. So he certainly uh, got some folks on his side. Some fans don't care. They want him gone. If he wins, though, he is winning a title, the only one. And I'll be honest, England has been the most competitive as of late in the last 8 years with Southgate. Maybe not the style of football that everybody wants and agrees with, but he has been. The results are there. As far as competing for something. England never competed with a better squad than what they have today. Because in my honest opinion, the 2006, 2008, 9, 10, that era was a better squad of elite players than this one here, in my honest opinion. Although Jude Bellingham, best player in the world, hasn't been playing exactly up to his expectations. Really, much of this Euros started well, but not playing at the moment the way we expected him to play. But at the end of the day, Gareth Southgate is in charge, is in command of this team that for the last 8 years has been competitive. Competitive as far as results is concerned. Maybe not the way that English people want to um, play. I'm assuming, and it is not an attractive uh, style of football. It really isn't, and at points it makes you want to cringe and just watching it. Um, but if he does win a European final, man, that is something that is very important. England hasn't won anything in decades, decades. So if he does win it, imagine that. It will be hard to say that he needs to be sacked. I don't think anybody would sack him in their right mind, even if they didn't like him. So it's a different situation there, and a strange one to say the least. Beer Viking about Spurs being in the big six is like me going to Wimbledon with my tennis racket and asking what time I'm on center court. That's funny. Turnbull says England got lucky. Um, Matt Fletcher, I'm an Australian, so sick of hearing about Spurs in the media out here. Well, I don't know what you're talking about as far as this channel is concerned, but I we haven't talked about what do you mean? Maybe you're talking about regular English media, because here this is the first time we're going to bring a Tottenham Spurs fan, and we're going to be bringing other big clubs fans as well. We had Chelsea, we had a discussion, a good debate, healthy debate, and also The first one was with Man City about their situation with the Premier League, and now we're bringing a Spurs fan. Next week, we're going to try to work on a Liverpool fan, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned for more here and there. Let's move on with more news before we finish off. Anthony Martial opened to new league as he's already turned down several approaches from England. No move to Besiktas while they're close to signing Chiro Immobile. Martial has received calls from many clubs, including Como. His decision will be made in the next few weeks. Obviously, this player has been out of the loop and out of the mainstream. Obviously, he's been at Man U, but not really very much relevant. So apparently, he's had approaches from England, and he doesn't want to take it. He wants to leave the country. Well, he probably go back to France if I'm being honest. So we'll have to see about that. Another not star, but a very much a promising guy has been Danny Olmo from Spain. And on his future, he said clause until July 20. Yes, if clubs want me, they know what they can do. So he does have a clause until July 20th. So obviously, he's saying if you want me, you got to pay for it. There's time until July 20th for the clause. Otherwise, later it'll be tough negotiations. I'm under contract at Leipzig, and I want to win titles. Told El Larguero, a big media outlet in Spain. Denny almost certainly has been playing great, and actually, scored the game winner against Germany. So it's against France. I'm sorry. So and he came on after Pedri being subbed on for an injury of Pedri, and he's been all right. So I would assume he should play another club. He probably come to the Premier League. Why not? Why wouldn't Newcastle go sign him? Come on, man. It kills me. On another one, Sadio Mane could return to RB Salzburg this summer. His contract at Al Nassr runs until 2026, but apparently this is all this thing that he was because of religious beliefs, and this goes to the mighty win, by the way, Numpty, that says that this guy literally he said it. He wanted to go because of religious beliefs to play Saudi Arabia, and now he wants to leave before his contract expires. So and he actually wanted to go there because of religious activities, religious beliefs, and because that country is in tune more of what he believes human society should be or whatever. Now he wants to return to the Western side of things. Imagine that, and he's getting paid a lot more over there. So it's money and religious. So why does he want to return? Why does he want to go back to Salzburg? Tell me that, mighty win. Anyways, last but not least, a piece of news for Americans is that obviously Greg Berhalter has been sacked. He is, if you don't know, for the English folks, he is our Southgate of America, although he hasn't gone to any finals, but he is our Southgate. Play no good, no proactiveness, nothing. And obviously, we've been linked with Jurgen Klopp, one of the managers that has been free to discuss. He's been sacked, by the way, Berhalter. So now we're looking at a new club. But so according to Miguel Delaney, that U.S. men's national team have contacted Jurgen Klopp about replacing Greg Berhalter as head coach. He left it at that. But I also read that Jurgen Klopp has said, no, 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 no. He literally wants to have a break from football. So there you go. There's a lot of managers out there, though. Pochettino, maybe? Could be interested. I don't know. I have no clue. But at the end of the day, we shall see what happens with the men's national team. Anything else? That's all we got right now at the moment. But don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, let your people know, let your football fans know. I know you got a bunch of football friends. Let them know about the channel Football Uncensored. If you're a Newcastle fan, tune in to NUFC Talk TV. I'm Chris, the American Mag, bringing you the latest news. We thank you so much to all the chatters and everybody supporting. I appreciate that. Matt Fletcher, our Australian coach, plays boring football as well. So we got to sack all the boring managers. We've got to. Anyways, as far as content, we're done with Football Uncensored tonight. If you're a Newcastle fan, don't forget the American Mags are live on later on tonight as well at 10 p.m. UK. So stay tuned for that. And of course, a lot of games. Don't forget, in this channel, Football Uncensored, we're going to have a conversation with Tottenham away, Stelios from Tottenham away. We're also going to have both finals, Copa America final and the Euros final as well. Spain versus England. I'm going for Spain because I'm a Catalan. I have Barcelona blood in me, so I have to go to support Spain. But of course, England has a lot of talent, and they can overcome the Spaniards, of course. And also later on at that night on Sunday, the Copa America, Argentina versus Colombia. It's going to be a belter of a match as well. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate all your support. We shall see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.